Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to pay a very keen attention to this video regarding a statement that came from Museveni. There's something I want us to discuss because it is linking what happened last year between Museveni, Uhuru, and Ruto. Because back then, there was talk that Ruto was fighting the alliance of Museveni and Uhuru over the East African trade. And that was all about milk issue. So I wanted to pay a very keen attention to this video.
Even if Uganda is producing a lot of maize, for instance, we have never banned maize products from other East African countries. If we are producing maize, if we have a bumper crop, let other maize also come, and the Ugandans buy whatever is cheaper or better. Instead of saying this year come, next year don't come, then what happens? I leave that business and do something else if there is no sufficient market. We have a lot of milk products. However, we have never banned milk products from other countries. The Ugandans, some of the Ugandans there, wanted me to ban Tanzanian rice. That mpunga wa Tanzania unaua walimaji wa mpunga wa Uganda. I said if they are dying, they are dying easily. So if they are dying, let them die and we get more fit rice growers from Tanzania. I could not agree because you see there are four mistakes there. Number one, I am forcing Ugandans to buy more expensive rice of the inefficient Ugandan rice growers. That's mistake number one. Number two, I am undermining the Tanzanian rice grower because if he's efficient, we should all encourage him so that he grows. But if we deny him the market by administrative means, then we are undermining him. Number three, I am also kulemaza. Kulemaza is our local word meaning to cripple my own rice growers. Because if you give them this artificial protection, they will never be efficient. Let them be efficient and compete with the Tanzanians. Why do you protect the inefficient? But number four, then if I ban Tanzanian rice, Tanzania itaripisa kisasi, ban also something from me. Come on, mom, I can't be part of that historical mistake. So I said no. If you can't compete with rice, leave rice and do rice ni chakula ya Wahindi na watu na Wachina na watu wengine. Lima mhogo, which you can do better.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Museveni didn't mention names, but if you're someone who's very keen and listening to the words, then you realize that Museveni was hitting at William Samoei Ruto over the fact that there's a time William Ruto banned importation of, I think, maize. There was that issue. And then he banned something regarding milk, you know. So there's something that Museveni was trying to address there, but he did not want to use the word, the name Kenya. So he opted to use an example of him and Tanzania. But the message was being sent to William Ruto, who was seated at his left-hand side. So I want us to go extensively to that video, ladies and gentlemen. But before you do that, please take this opportunity, go below there and like this video. It's so important if you like this video because that is the only way YouTube shares our content. And by the way, your likes mean a lot to this channel because they help us, they help our videos get shared. Also, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to enable us grow. Thanks so much for all of you who supported us. I've realized that most of the time when Museveni is with William Ruto, rather in a meeting where William Ruto is in attendance, he normally likes to use some examples which hit at William Ruto. And at the moment, Kenya is ranked as a middle class economy. The same to Tanzania, but Uganda is not. But of course, we know all these things come from IMF. IMF is the one that groups these countries amongst a middle class economy, growing, you know, those kind of rankings. The IMF does that, and the World Bank. But you know, Uganda, IMF, World Bank saizi picha haziko pamoja. Kwa sababu gani? Because of the issue of LGBTQ. When Uganda decided that they were not going to support that nonsense in their country, Biden was not happy. IMF were not happy. And Museveni wondered that, is this the only reason why these people can deny us a loan? So Museveni was denied a loan which he had requested. And that explains why Museveni has not been ranked as a middle-class economy country. I think that explains why he said, headmaster, hawajatuambia headmaster. So
Kenya joined the middle income status some time ago. Tanzania has joined. We also have joined, although they have not declared us. We are waiting for the headmaster to declare. I don't know. But we are developing. You hear that the Americans have gone to the moon. The Chinese have gone to the moon. The Russians have gone to the moon. Recently, the Indians went to the moon. The Africans are here.
The headmaster in this narrative is IMF or World Bank. So let's get back to the statement by Museveni. You see, Uganda mambo ya maize wako sawa, you know, and then kuna issue ya maziwa, you know, they depend on milk also from Kenya, you know. So kuna issue ilitokea hapa ambayo ilikuwa wakati huo, unajua wakati huo ilikuwa ni Uhuru na Museveni wamekuwa wakifanya some trade deals. But Ruto hakuwa na Museveni, na kwa sababu Uhuru alikuwa hajamu acknowledge publicly kwamba is the president. Now Ruto had to, you know, use his powers to ban some importation and exportation. So this ended up hurting Museveni. Then there's the issue of oil. You know what happened? An issue that forced Museveni to seek for another trade deal with Tanzania, because Kenya proved to be very expensive because of brokerage. You see, middle brokers were so many that making it very expensive to acquire oil through Kenya. So Uganda ended up striking a deal with Tanzania. But you know what happened? Then there was another meeting between Ruto, Museveni, and Raila, and you saw those pictures circulating. In fact, they are on your screens. Then what happened thereafter is that deal between Kenya and Uganda ilianza tena, the issue of procurement of oil through Kenya. And what followed again is that there was some payment which Uganda made to Kenya. So these are the things which keep bothering Museveni. He keeps reminding William Ruto about that ordeal, because according to Museveni, he says that that is not part of the East Africa Community agenda, the integration, the free trade kind of movement. That is not part of it. And that explains the statement which Museveni unleashed there. That is the reason why he's been talking about those things, using examples, but the message is always directed at William Ruto. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you also heard what Ruto said, because he publicly acknowledged that
intertrade between all our countries. Kenya was the leading country in terms of goods and services that we trade in East Africa. Today, Tanzania has overtaken Kenya, and I must commend Tanzania.
That is William Ruto acknowledging that Kenya has failed. But it's not Kenya that has failed. The policies that the government keeps introducing are the ones which making it hard for business to thrive locally. Because it's very expensive to trade in Kenya, but less expensive to trade in Tanzania. So that explains why in Tanzania, business has boomed. And the president made it clear. That is from him, not from any other person. The president said it. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this statement coming from Museveni, and how Museveni keeps reminding William Ruto about those policies? He's telling William Ruto something about the policies that they kept on introducing, policies which were very unfair to the country's integration with other neighbors. Now, I'd like to rest my case there, but perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second, go below there and subscribe to this channel, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.